everyone, and welcome back to another exciting episode on Heart to Heart on Glow TV Akure, where we have honest conversations about love, dating, relationship, healing, breakup, and everything in between. I'm your host, Jojo, and I am so excited that you are joining us on this episode. In our last episode, we talked about what a good relationship looks like, what a healthy relationship looks like, and we agreed that healthy relationships are built on trust, communication, mutual support, respect, honesty. Today's conversation is just as important because today we are going to be talking about what red flags looks like. Before we experience a healthy relationship, maybe our gut feeling has been telling us that something isn't right, or this relationship might not be healthy. So have you ever looked back at a relationship and felt that something isn't right, but you still went ahead with that relationship? If your answer is yes, then this podcast is definitely for you. And as per usual, I'm joined by my amazing co-host. Welcome back.
Thank you, Jojo. And as always, I am Unique. And I'm super excited to be part of this amazing conversation today. Because when we talk about red flag, I think a lot of people just tend to not pay attention to it because it might be because of love, or other times they feel the person might change. But then I think this conversation is going to be an eye-opener to some persons.
A lot of people.
Yeah.
So let's start with the basics. When people hear the word red flags, they often think about cheating. Their mind goes straight to cheating. But then red flags, they are much more than that. They are warning signs that tells us that something might not be healthy if it continues. Something isn't right about this. So in your own words, what would you decide as, what would you say is a red flag in a relationship?
Okay. Red flag are those patterns or behavior that we see, and we tend to not pay attention to it.
We overlook them.
We overlook those things. Yeah, these are signs or behavior in a relationship that might be unhealthy if it continues.
Okay, so I like that definition. So a red flag doesn't always mean you should end the relationship. It means you should pause, you should ask questions, you should pay attention. So one of the biggest mistakes people make is believing that love alone will change someone. We hear people say, oh, when we get married, he will stop. Oh, she's going to stop because she loves me. Do people really change because someone loves them?
If people change, then I'm not sure there will be breakups or divorce in marriage, right? Because for you to break up with somebody, it means there's a repeated pattern or behavior that doesn't sit well. So to the question, if love is enough to make somebody change. No. Humans can change if there are conscious effort by themselves to change. I can't change because I like this person.
Yeah.
You know, these things are behavior, these are attitude, these are things that you form or develop with time. Yes. So now, somebody that you just met somebody and now the person is expecting you to change. You know, most times it can be love or good and fine. A lot of people can want to change at a time. But when it's something that has to do with behavior, like we said, red flag, these are behavior that when you overlook, becomes unhealthy in a relationship. So it's very, very difficult for people to change because
someone loves them.
It's just too difficult. Not like it doesn't exist, so not like it doesn't worth trying. That's why red flag 1 or 2 times is not enough to even end the relationship. But when people end it, it's just because these are things that they've seen and they're tired of complaining, they're tired of talking too much.
So people can change, but real change usually comes when someone knows that, oh, this is a problem, and then you try to work to change, you try to solve that issue, not just because he loves me. This is something that most people, it's something you've been doing all your life. This is something that you formed over time. So because of somebody that you just met, and then it's a habit, especially when it's a habit, it is so hard. Habit is very
hard to break.
Very, very hard. It is very, very hard. So let's talk about something that's often mistaken for love. Some people think jealousy and control proves that somebody actually cares about you. But is somebody constantly checking your phone or deciding who you get to meet, deciding who you get to talk to, always wanting to have access to every part of your life? Is that really love? So where do you think we should draw the line between care and control?
Okay. If you check, those people that are very happy to be controlled, you just see that those people are, maybe the relationship is 1 week, 2 weeks. That's when the man would be like, where are you going to? You see them answer. I'm not saying you should answer your man. But then when it becomes too much, is when that control comes in. Who wants to be controlled these days? Love is not, you controlling somebody is not an act of love. So there should be a clear line drawn that, see, in as much as we are dating and I owe you accountability, but there should be limits. There should be limits to questions you ask me. Imagine, maybe even for people in long distance relationship, do you know that they will take permission from their man before they go out? And who they go out with? Why? Why does it have to be that way?
A healthy relationship should make you feel secure, not trapped. Love should never take away your freedom of making responsible choices. So another red flag is avoiding difficult conversations. Some people disappear when there's where there's a disagreement. Some reply with insults, some with silent treatment. Instead of trying to solve the issue, they are pushing the blame on this person or this person. So can a relationship survive if couples never learn how to communicate during conflict?
Okay, a relationship cannot survive because why are you dating somebody and you cannot communicate properly? Why are you having a misunderstanding and you cannot say it? You cannot tell the person that this is what is wrong. So clearly, no relationship can stand
if there's no communication. Okay, so we'll be going on a short break now before we unpack the remaining packages that we have for you guys today. So please don't go anywhere. We'll be back shortly. Welcome back to Heart to Heart. You are still listening to Glow TV Akure. So now here's another one. So someone says all the right things but rarely follows through, makes promises but doesn't keep them, promises to call and doesn't, make plans and cancels at the dying minute. Their words always doesn't matches their action. How important is consistency in building trust?
That's very important too. Please, let's be real. Consistency in a relationship or in building trust is very important. Please, why are you hot and cold? You're supposed to be one.
You're supposed to be one.
Either
you're hot or you're cold.
There,
you can't
you
be
get.
lukewarm.
So imagine somebody whose love language is quality time.
Yeah.
You always promising the person to spend time just to cancel a few minutes before that time. And now you do it for the first time.
Maybe it's
a mistake.
Yeah, we can look past it.
You do it again. And you know one thing about love, you tend to make a lot of excuses
for them. Yeah.
You did it the second time. It's a mistake. You did it and it becomes a pattern. Or a behavior. It's very wrong. You need to be either cold or hot. You need to be here and there. Stop confusing us. Let us know. Stop. If you are with us,
let's know you are with us.
I wouldn't want to shade guys, but then I feel those attitudes come on with the guys.
The guys are being,
especially when they are not trying to really understand what they are doing with you.
They are trying to put a label to it.
You get, or they are confused. They have two girls they're trying to pick from, and now the one hurting is one of the girl that really likes the guy, and not the guy liking the girl. So consistency in a relationship is very important. Please stop confusing people. Stop hurting people because it hurts. Imagine you're telling me something and I'm just waiting for it, waiting to spend time with you, waiting to hear your call. And you know the annoying part? Phone conversation. Something that should take you a few seconds. Hi babe, how you doing? Just to check in on you. And you start turning it into a fight or something. Please, let's be consistent in our words. If you promise to call this person, do it. If you're promising to spend time, do it. And if you know you're not in for it, you can let go. It's that easy.
So consistency helps people feel safe.
True.
It's difficult to build a strong relationship when you're wondering where you stand. You're always wondering, what am I in his life? Am I this? Am I as important in his life as he is to me? It is very difficult to build a strong relationship with that.
Yeah.
So sometimes the biggest red flag isn't actually the other person. Sometimes it's the feeling inside you that keeps telling you that something isn't right.
Wrong.
It's your gut feeling that keeps telling you that if I put head inside this thing now, if you not work out though, your gut feeling keeps telling you that guy, this thing. So have you ever ignored your instincts because you didn't want to lose someone?
I think everybody should have an idea of this thing. It might have happened to a lot of persons.
Yeah.
Especially with somebody that has strong instincts. Like me, I had a partner that, because I'm someone that have a very strong instinct. Once my mind tells me that
this is what it is, that is what.
And when I avoid it, if I'm crying, nobody should say sorry because
now you do yourself.
So I had this old conviction that this person was doing everything wrong, and then I spoke to him about it. He denied it, only to find out much later that I was right. And you know the worst part, from the onset of seeing that person, I already had this instinct that don't do it, don't go. But then I went and I cried. It took me a while to it took me a while to get back to myself. So that's what we get when we try to ignore our instincts. So please, don't ignore it. Not for love.
I think everybody has actually done that as of point, because I also did this and I saw shaggy. Oh my god, it took me a very long time to heal. Because me too, I have a very strong instinct.
You get
very, very strong. See, my instinct is so bad that if something is happening, if me and you are very, very close, and then you are doing something wrong, and my instinct, see, if I don't dream it, I will hear it. Like, I will just hear it in my ear. I don't know how, but if I don't dream it, I will hear. If I don't hear it, I will smell it. Somehow, I must know.
So when we talk about red flags in relationship, red flags are not enough to end a relationship. Why? Because red flags are warning signs. Signs that you should pay attention to this thing, that you should be conscious about this attitude. So when it now leads to breakup, you know that it's not something that the person is not willing to work on. So these red flags can come in form of cheating, lying, jealousy. But do you know that most people are cool with this jealousy and control?
Should I say something? Please don't judge me. It's not like, okay, I would say that I'm cool with jealousy, but there are stages to this jealousy thing.
Yes.
So you see that first stage, that baby jealousy. That is what to me, I don't know if it happens to any other person, but to me, I feel like jealousy shows that you actually still love me. Because when you see another guy looking at me in a certain way, or that I'm talking to this guy in a certain way, and there's a way the guy is holding me, and you're already squeezing your face, already looking at me straight. In fact, maybe we'll leave that place if you don't talk to me, and you're being baby, what is it now? You'll be like, you see the way that guy was holding you. Why would you? I like it. It shows that so you still actually feel something for me. I think when somebody is no longer jealous about that person does not feel anything for you.
Yes, that's why I would want us to maybe not say that there's stage to this jealousy.
There are stages to jealousy.
Because even me, if I see my partner with somebody, my eyes before
my face will just change immediately.
Yes. So when this jealousy turns to be a red flag is when it's extreme. I saw from online that this guy, he hasn't started dating this girl. They were still on talking stage, but then he has given her terms and conditions.
Oh wow!
Telling her that you mustn't go visit your father. He said that he should be the only man in her life. That he's a jealous lover. No, that is not jealousy. That's control.
Jealousy leads to control. Yes,
that's control. You're caging that person. Or in a situation where you don't want your friend to mingle, you don't want her to go out. She should just be indoors with you now. Not just indoors. She can go out, but both of you she shouldn't have any other life outside your dating space. Please, those are serious red flags. Lying, we've talked about it. Please, why are you lying, please? Are you a child?
Do you know I prefer that you hurt me with the truth than lie. Because when you lie finish, we're still going to go back to that truth.
Okay.
And after I have made peace with that lie, you've comforted me with that lie, and then you now come back to hurt me with the truth. Why don't you hurt me? Let me heal.
But then
you lie.
But then I want to ask a question. You know, it's better not to even know some truths.
Yeah, some
you
truths are better. Just
just say.
Don't worry, don't tell me. Oh, that's actually true.
So,
but then
it shouldn't become
if it's something that
especially when you're caught.
Go back to. If it's something that we're still going to find out, just tell me then and there. Let's just.
Especially when you're caught, I've already seen it. You're not trying to tell me that. No, that thing you see is red.
That's
I'm seeing white.
That's why we
no,
come
that
to
thing you're seeing is red.
Manipulation.
Whoa.
Yeah, seeing red. They say no, it's pink. It's not pink.
So please, no lying.
No lying.
And another red flag, another serious red flag is cheating. Can you stay with somebody that cheats?
That's the baba of them all.
Cheating.
I don't think I can say somebody that cheats. So now, let's say, because love makes us do a lot of things. Okay. Maybe somebody cheats for the first time, and because you love this person so much, the person comes and be like, oh, it was a mistake, this, that, it happened like this, it happened. And because, when somebody cheats for the first time and you just break up immediately, it seems like, oh, you didn't even like this person all along. You get So my brother once told me, what's the use of being with somebody that cheats? My brother feels like when you cheat for the first time, he's gone. And I had to think about it a lot, because I feel like you had a choice not to do it.
Yeah.
You had a choice to say no. You had a choice not to do it, but you chose to do it. You know that you're in a relationship with somebody, and then maybe you met somebody new, and something leads to something, and you ended up cheating. Like, you had a choice not to. Okay, if you feel like, oh, you no longer feel this certain way about your partner, why don't you guys talk about it?
Yeah.
And you tell her that, oh, you don't feel the same way you've been feeling before. True. Let's try to work it out. If you cannot work it out, then let's just leave. That we're deceiving ourselves than for you to go and cheat. You had a choice not to. So for me, I feel like if you cheat it depends on the situation surrounding that event, the cheating. So I might actually, I can forgive for the first time, but if you do it again, I'm a goner.
But once you cheat, the trust is
broken already. That's why I said after that first time, and maybe I forgive because of love, so it doesn't feel, or it doesn't look like, oh, you never actually loved me. You do it again and I'm gone. Yeah. I'm not even going to even think twice about it.
Yes, and another red flag that we earlier talked about was poor communication.
Yeah.
When you don't communicate properly, and even if you get to communicate, you start using their past to judge them. Or maybe you guys have an issue, and instead of you guys to talk about it, you are giving silent treatment. A major one is malice.
Malice have done a lot of things. Malice, I don't feel like, just talk it out. This person is your partner. You guys are in this together. It's not just you or just her. It is the both of you. You have a disagreement. Talk about it. Why you see this silent treatment it's ladies that do it more. Ladies, they can do silent treatment.
I feel I don't think
and I'm actually
so.
guilty.
No. See, when a lady starts giving you side, I just feel she needs attention.
But we carry for head pass. I don't think you can see a man giving his.
No, if men wants to do.
Head of.
If a man even gives silent treatment, you just know that as a girl you should run from a man
because
that does that.
His mind is not there again.
Oh goodness, you're going to cry. You're going to cry too much.
But please, let's not ignore the red flags in a relationship, please. When you begin to see signs, I beg, pay attention to those signs, because after that signs you will see wonders. And one thing about wonders is that wonders shall never end. So please, when you see red flags, do not ignore them. When your instincts tell you that, oh, something isn't right about this thing that I want to put my head now, it seems like it's not going to be healthy, don't ignore it though. Especially when you are somebody that you have a very strong instinct, your gut feeling never lies. So please, let's try to not ignore red flags in relationships. Let's try to always pay attention. And sometimes red flag doesn't actually mean that you should just go ahead and break up with this person.
No,
it means you should pause. It means you should ask questions.
Yeah.
Pay attention. Instead of just brushing concerns aside, just try to pay attention. Listen to your instincts. It does not actually mean assuming the worst. When your exes tell you that something isn't right, it does not mean that you should just assume the worst and be like, oh.
And most times our instincts can be wrong. So that's when you should learn to communicate.
Not completely wrong.
Yeah.
Yes, not completely wrong,
Yes.
actually. Yes. So
No, but most times we, especially ladies, we tend to overthink.
that's another thing.
So that's why there should be communication. That's why if you notice something, talk about it.
Yeah.
So red flags are not enough to just, unless you want to start, you try Emeka. Emeka does not work. You try John. So it's not enough to end a relationship.
Yeah. So today's conversation isn't about encouraging people to leave every relationship at the first disagreement.
Yeah,
No.
true.
It's about recognizing unhealthy patterns before they become deeply rooted, before they become something that is constant. Healthy love shouldn't leave you constantly anxious. Healthy love shouldn't leave you afraid. Healthy love shouldn't leave you unsure of your worth. It should challenge you to grow while still making you feel respected, while still making you feel valued, while still making you feel safe. Healthy love is a safe space, is a safe place. Sometimes the greatest act of self-love is refusing to ignore what your heart and your mind have been trying to tell you. Now, we'd love to hear from you. What's one red flag you think people ignore too often? Have you ever stayed in a relationship longer than you should have because you hope things would become better, because you hope things would change? Share your thoughts with us. Your story might encourage someone else to make a healthier decision. Thank you for joining us for this exciting and interesting episode on Heart to Heart. If you enjoyed today's discussion, subscribe, leave a review, and share this episode with someone who needs to hear it. Until next time, remember, never let the fear of losing someone make you lose yourself. I am Jojo and
I am Unique.
So take care of yourselves, keep choosing healthy love, and we'll see you in the next episode of Heart to Heart. Bye for now. Toodles.